Hi, boys and girls. Okay, today we're going to be looking over what we've learned already in Unit 6. So we're going to be reviewing so that we can be ready for our test tomorrow. All right, so before we begin, I want you to kind of take a survey here and think about these different skills that we've talked about. Subtracting numbers, using parentheses first, then order of operations, and sometimes there's parentheses, sometimes there's not. Okay, trying to write the number model to fit the number story, and then solving two-step number stories. Okay, so think about these different skills. Where are you at? Okay, so if you feel like I can subtract really well and I can explain to others how to do this, then you'll put your check here. Okay, if you're solving number sentences and you feel like you can do it, but you don't really know why, then you'll just put your check here. Okay, so you're not putting all the checks in a row, right? You're just going to put one check per number, okay, depending on where you're at. Okay, and then if you feel like you need to still have some help, then you can do that here. That's where you'll put it in this one, that you need some help still with that skill. Okay, because today we're going to be solving multiplication and multi-step equations using various strategies. Okay, that's going to be my focus for this lesson. I think these are some of the things that are a little bit more difficult, so we're going to be reviewing those. So you're going to make a goal for this. I'm going to focus in on order of operations. Then I'm going to focus in on multiplication, division, number stories. We'll reflect, and then if you had as your goal one of the other kinds of questions, then you can find that here at the end, okay, with the extra practice. Okay, so think about which one of these that you picked, and I want you to write down what is your goal. Maybe you feel like you need help subtracting. Then maybe that's going to be something that you really want to practice in this lesson, and you can maybe ask somebody at home to look over your work for that. Okay, so think, what is your goal for Unit 6? Okay, so I'm going to focus in right now on order of operations, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So remember what we've learned, okay, to help us solve these number models today. Remember, parentheses first, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you here with this problem. So it says, Mrs. Sierra's class has 6 tables, so I'm going to circle that, with 4 children at each table. Okay, so each one's going to have 4. And a table with 3 children. Ooh, okay, so what just happened? So I have a class with 6 tables, so I'm going to draw that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 4 are at each table, and a table with 3 children. Okay, so there's these 6 ones have 4 kids at them. Okay, and then there's one table who doesn't have 4. There's just 3 at. This extra table with 3. How many children are in Mrs. Sierra's class? Okay, so this is important for me to see here. So the number model is 6 times 4. Here's the 6 with 4 in each. Okay, and I know that equals 24 plus the 3. Okay, plus this extra table of 3. So now I have to take 24 plus the 3. Okay, so 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so the C equals 27, because here it was asking me to figure that out. Okay, so you can solve 6 times 4. Maybe you didn't know 6 times 4 was 24. Okay, I knew that one from my fact power. Maybe you had to say, oh, well, I know 5 times 4 is 20, and then 4 is the same number between us, so you need to add another group of 4, so that would equal 24. Okay, so that's where you can use a space if you need it. Then it says to explain how the number model fits the story. So you could say the 6 tables, right, have 4 at each. Okay, means 6 times 4. Now, you could do a much better job explaining this, okay, than what I just did here, but you just kind of have to show the connection between them. Don't worry about too much of this if it's a little confusing. Just do your best of showing, like, what label did that number have? So, like, the 6 equaled the tables, right? The 4 was the children. Okay, so that would be all you really need to do for if it says explain. So I'm going to have you guys work on that here. So answer this question. This is a who is correct based on their answers. This one gives you the answer. So you have to figure out what was the order that they were able to solve this. So you're kind of explaining the order of operations here. And then for this one, it's just like what I just did in my model, okay? It gives you a problem. You need to figure out what the answer is and then write the answer here. Okay, I'm going to go and pause here, and then I'll come back and model how to answer these multiplication division diagrams. Thanks, guys.